So yeah, that was not good. So sorry about that. Well, in other news, we can actually start on Horizon Forbidden West. Let me double check I have my details correct, and let me quickly put on a message on playing Horizon Forbidden West, and title looks good. Everything looks good. Come on, Chrome. Come on, Chrome. You can do this. There you go. Perfect. Go. All set. Drink some water. Let me get this going. Like this. Then we should get started. So hopefully we'll be back tomorrow and we can find a person, and we will, and we can play some Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, no, hold on. One last thing, I completely forgot to put something on. Okay. Discord message up, and we are good to go. Alright, let's get started. Build your collection, make a match-winning save with FIFA 22 Ultimate Edition at its lowest price yet. Join the... what? Oh, interesting. Diablo 3 is on PlayStation. I did not know Diablo was on PlayStation. Huh. I did not know that. I actually didn't know that. Meh. I played most of these. I have played most of these, I think. Well, no. No, I lie. So, anyways. Let's get started. Everything's set, right? I think everything's set. Oh, there's an update. Well, we have a few minutes while we wait for the update. Wish there was a way to check patch notes. Is there a way to see patch notes? I wonder what changed. Aloy will not mention her stash quite as often as before. Okay. I didn't even notice that was an issue. Okay. Well, we are almost ready to start. Dudes, before we start, let me take a quick bio break and I'll be right back. While the last bit of things are just getting downloaded. Give me a second. Give me like less than a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you guys for hanging around for that. I appreciate that. Well, yeah, let's get started. Update is done, everything's set. And we are good to go. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely good to go. Yes? Yes. There we go. There we go.
So this Eleuthia we're going after, that's part of Gaia, huh?
A subordinate function.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, before we head out, I want to go back and talk to Gaia. There's a lot of things that we have to talk with Gaia. A lot of things.
Welcome back.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
Demeter.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay,
For sure.
I'll keep my guard up.
Missing subordinate functions.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for culturing a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked in disseminating vast. Unfortunately,
We know
all
this.
archived Apollo data was
Pharaoh, huh?
He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All three of the missing functions have already served their or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remains. Perhaps you will be able to procure Eleuthia. Artemis and Apollo, however, remain unaccounted for.
Oh, that's new. Like the sentence on the end. Poseidon.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can.
Okay.
So Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
Likely. Ether.
What do we know about Ether?
Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Acquiring it might allow me to quell the most severe storms in the region. But be careful. Like Demeter and Poseidon, it will need to be restored to its original code state before it is safe to capture.
Got it.
About the old world. Elizabeth.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Zero Dawn.
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Old world discoveries.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too.
Hey Al-Hadi, how's it going? How are you doing?
So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered
How's
another
it
AI
going?
there.
I hope you're
One
doing
not
well.
related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world. An effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh Plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it.
Yep.
Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. Stanley Chen.
I hope you're doing well
Turns out
as
he was a member of Far's
Al-Hadi.
Oath. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
Bliss.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout.
Camera feeds, are those the drones? Oh, time to go.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Well, at the end of yesterday, we got logged into a main quest, so unfortunately we can't do any side content like I would have liked to. But yeah, the other thing is I don't even have food. I forgot I don't even have food.
An excellent choice.
I wish it wouldn't vanish whenever you leave the place. Also, food.
Yeah, it'll be nice to stretch my legs. Could be cooped up in here.
Background music seems very low. Something's changed in the game. Something has changed. Why is that? In the menus, that is. Otherwise, it feels fine. But in the menus, it's just so quiet. See? It just drops down to 0 almost. Not just for you guys. Because I'm watching the the sound volumes on OBS. But for me, like over the headset, it's really low as well, and I don't know how to fix that. So this quest is like midway point and important because you can't do anything without doing this. Moreland. Luthia. It was intended to be the penultimate subordinate function to deploy. It was only after Minerva had successfully deactivated the robots of the Ferrosome and Ether Poseidon, Demeter, and Artemis had reconstructed the biosphere that humans could be reintroduced to the planet. Luthia was designed to grow human embryos In artificial wombs inside special cradle facilities, it would then birth and nurture these children via robotic servitors, educating them through their toddler years. At this point, the Apollo subordinate function was intended to activate, giving these new humans a comprehensive education, but Ted Faro prevented that from happening to keep future humans from grasping his culpability for the robot plague that destroyed the world. He purged the Apollo database and murdered all of Zero Dawn's Alpha Project leads. As a result, after Eleuthia deployed, a new generation of humans never received the knowledge of the past. They were released into the wilds as teens. Left to their own devices, they fragmented into primitive tribes. Even though Eleuthia's functions has been fulfilled, it still exists as an empty shell. When Hades was infected by the mysterious signal that gave it malevolent consciousness, Gaia destroyed herself to prevent it from taking over and triggering another extinction. At this time, Eleuthia, deranged and semi-conscious, fled to her processors somewhere in the Forbidden West. I'm really like upset about the low sound. Yeah, I'm really not happy with that. Also on why that's happening. So low.
Battle for Meridian. Right now, that was another one of those subordinate functions.
Yeah, that one was called Hades.
Potion crafting. Potions are full. Stash one of the cleansing potions. That's my stash. That'll do. Yeah, let's head up.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Yeah, because you don't give me another choice.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
That look. I hope you are ready to tank some stuff, Elrond. I mean,
This
fully
distress call
cutscened.
had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Vermin.
What is that?
What the hell?
What is that? We need to know what that is.
Well, that takes the keg.
Also, take the weapon. Please pick up the weapon. Can you please pick up the weapon?
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that Zenith. Well, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. I'm catching snowflakes on my lashes.
What? The stalker gun. Oh, this is a stalker, right? I have a feeling that we are gonna need this. I shouldn't have picked this up because I have a feeling we have a battle as soon as we I shouldn't have picked these things up. I should have waited. Okay, at least there's some here.
Get a good glide in. Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield.
Good.
But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.